Old culture, rare, strong and colorful. The Igwe Festival of the Benin people. In the beautiful beaded ancient regalia, the Oba, the chiefs and the people of the Benin Kingdom celebrate the 2008 edition of the annual Igwe Festival. The Benin Traditional Institution is one of the oldest institutions in Nigeria, dating back to over 3,000 years, surviving Asian wars like the Jihad and even cultural imperialism. Amazingly, Benin people have been able to preserve their culture and along with it, the ancient colorful ceremonies which give insight into how they lived many years ago.
Benin did not describe themselves as Great Benin. Not like Britain that described itself as Great Britain. Foreigners, when they came here and saw the richness of the culture, the quality of the leadership, on their own felt that no, this place deserves to have that appellation Great. And that's how it became Great Benin.
The Uge Festival is a series of colorful ceremonies that bring the people of Benin, the chiefs, and the Oba together to pay homage with dance and respect to the Almighty God through the spirits of their departed ancestors. Benin has recorded great achievements from great rulers like Oba Ewai the Great, who initiated the Igwe Festival, and Oba Esigie, who could speak Portuguese and who sent ambassadors to the UK, Portugal, Germany, and all the way to India. The Benin Kingdom also bequeathed to Nigerians the legacy of Oba Overa, the king who fought against British colonialism. Oba Overa came to the throne in 1888 at the height of the Benin Empire. His story truly started on the 4th of January 1897 when a group of foreign emissaries led by Lieutenant James Robert Phillips, the then acting British Consul General, were killed at Uroko, Benin along Ekenwa Road in what is known as the Benin Massacre. The Benins had established trade with the white man and at different times traded first with the Portuguese, the Germans, the Dutch, and finally the British in the 19th century. But no one knew the mission of the white men. Was it trade? Was it something else? There was no one answer to this puzzle, as there were two separate accounts as to what Lieutenant James Robert Phillips' mission was.
The British now brought a woman to be married to Oba of Benin, as was the time of Ewire Festival. Strangers were not allowed to see the Benin monarch. Then some chiefs misinterpreted the white people's speech to the Oba. They, on behalf of Oba Ovorame, came to between Uruoho and Ugbine. We laid them on the bush and killed the white people. This was what led to the Benin Massacre of 1897.
The second account claims the British asked for trouble.
The British had everything planned. They knew what they wanted. Well, they've been coming to Benin. They were working under a treaty with the Benis. And all of a sudden, they decided to visit Benin at this time. Generally, when we are celebrating the Igwe Festival, the Oba does not receive visitors. And they sent back to them not to come and gave them some time to come after the Igwe Festival. But they refused and decided to come. They were looking for trouble. So they got trouble.
Whatever the case, one thing was certain. Lieutenant James Robert Phillips and his colleagues had been massacred, and there was going to be repercussions by the white man. And so, on the 9th of February 1897, a punitive expedition led by Admiral Sir Harry Rawson invaded Benin and in 10 days sacked, looted and burnt down the glory of Benin Kingdom. Oba Overa was taken captive.
The height of Benin kingdom ended with the captive situation of Baburan.
This is Ogoton. It was in this small community that Oba Overame spent his final hour before he was shipped to Calabar.
Bavura was detained in this very palace because they came very late. He slept this palace, and the next morning they took him along.
The Oba never returned to Benin, and the kingdom was left without a king for 17 years.
We had to experience a kind of interregnum of between 10 to 17 years when there was no Oba in Benin. So the chiefs were just on their own, until the British were reasonable enough to restore the monarchy again. And then Oba Eweka II came on throne.
In order to avert misfortunes such as that of Oba Overame's era, Benin people come together at the end of every year to celebrate the Uge Emobo at the Oba's palace. Here, prayers are offered to drive away evil from the kingdom. And as it is with tradition, the Omonoba sits outside the palace for the ceremony. The Oba is escorted out of the palace by warrior archers. The chief priest commences the rite of the ceremony by striking the drums for the Ewini traditional music to be played. The Oba then proceeds to the drum area where he offers prayers with his okure, the scarlet traditional staff of office. The ritual is complete, and the people walk back the Oba into the palace. This is the Uge Ewere. The Uge Ewere is the final ceremony of the Igwe festivities. This ceremony is the one that ushers in the new year. The Ewere ceremony was initiated by Oba Ewere the Great. As Prince Ogun, the Ewere leaf sheltered him from his enemies. Since then, the Ewere leaf has come to signify peace after turbulence. And so, at the end of every year, the Uge Ewere celebration attracts prominent Benin sons and daughters from all over the world to partake and receive the Ewere peace leaf from the Oba of Benin.
Ewere is approaching. Open your doors for Ewere. It has come to symbolize the fact that we want you to open your doors for peace, for gladness, for joy, for everything that God bestows on mankind to enter your home.
I still have my culture with me. I'm always here every year to celebrate my culture with the Edo people.
The Asian festival had a beautiful ending as the Benin people faced 2009 in peace. This peace was extended as it continues to share the joys, passions, celebrations, and culture of the Nigerian people.